they're gonna keep her safe. Well, Steph. So that's what I thought the plan.
What happens is one of the, like when you and I went to the bathroom, you were pretty last night. You were pretty like, I don't know, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. And then you came back and I saw you whisper. So it's like immediately my spidey senses come up and it's like, okay, he wouldn't talk to me, but he's talking to him.
Well, I brought up that what like you were offering, you know, because like I'm like that is good because if they do play to me, I don't, you know, because I didn't think about that. Yeah. I thought it was not as easy as just you pick this. So no, I understand whispering is that, but that was the plan that I kind of went with after that.
Yeah.
Well, and I was always down to the 7-2, and then it was proposed to me that we change it to a 4-3-2, and I went with that. And anything that I've said to anybody is what I advocated for and what I followed through with. And if that wasn't, you know, I didn't like create that plan. You know, that was just what was.
I will take accountability for creating the going rogue plan. Like, don't blame Sandra. I told her to do that. I told Lizzie to do it. Like, don't blame them. It was on me. Who I would want to go have a beer with and want to hang out with the most is very different than who I want to play with. From the beginning, I'm really bummed that this happened because from the beginning I could tell that Lizzie was somebody that would be like the good cop and I could be the bad cop. Like, I'm the sneaky lying one and she's the one that tells the truth. And so I kind of set up an alliance with her, and now it looks like I'm going to have to cut that out. But I do really like her. She's sweet.
I really haven't.
Why don't we have like speed dating?
Yes,
I
everyone
know,
take a date.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Everybody grab a partner.
Lily, let's go.
We'll have 8 people. Everybody grab a pair.
I want to have one-on-ones with people who I haven't been able to yet. So like John, Carlos, Kim, Mike. I'd like to have like one-on-ones with them.
I had no interest in you going. I didn't throw your name out. I didn't think that it seemed like you were bouncing back. If I had a fear about your sickness, that would have been maybe a reason. That probably is where that came from.
Yes.
But just because for the nature of we're going one down, we're going to win challenges, I have to imagine because you haven't put anyone off, like as a person.
Okay.
I think that's where it came from. Okay. I was one of, I'm certainly not that, yeah.
I don't want to like offend anyone.
No, oh my God, far from it. You're literally like the sweetest person on the planet.
Like, the other girls very much feel like it's you four and Carlos on the bottom. We tried to pull Carlos, he didn't pull. So he's loyal to you guys. Maybe you know that. Because he did not pull to us. We didn't really need him to pull if John would have fucked up. And I didn't tell any of them that, and I didn't tell Sandra the plan. It was literally going to be orchestrated by me that him went out on a 4 vote.
But like, I'm like trying to do the math in my head. I'm like, they were pulling Carlos away. Maybe you were like, I'm kind of tired of Kim and David, which would be okay, you know. But it is what it is, dude.
Like that? Like,
I don't know.
have
I don't
this
fully
perception.
know. I don't fully know.
I've heard it before, but I didn't have this perception. Like, this was my own perception. Like, I see them as just.
They could be. They could be more than we know they are.
I said,
She did that to get your vote.
yeah. But I believe her because she's not the only one that told me that.
Who else? This probably.
I don't like the rat, but
was it a person that voted along with you in this
No.
show? Okay.
nope,
Okay.
it was one of you.
I definitely want to work with John. He seems like a good person to align with.
I'm just going to let whoever wants to work with me come to me first. That way, I can always be that swing vote. So that's my plan moving forward. You know, this is actually my 4th LRG. I didn't tell them I was just on Survivor New York. But yeah, I learned a lot from my mistakes on that season. So I'm here to right some wrongs, and I'm just going to be a top dog by just performing well and not making enemies and basically being a lovable tribe member that people want to work with.
And I think they thought, I was just told that Jazzy thought she had Carlos.
That's why they didn't want that swing.
Right, because if he had done that, then
They thought they had Carlos and they thought I was going to lose it.
right.
And then she said, why did you switch the plan, John? Why did you try to take him out?
Yeah, right. Because that would have been enough right there. Yeah, if you hadn't voted Steph, I'd be gone right now. You know what I mean?
From my perspective, it was something that it would have been way too messy to do last minute. Like, I do think it was like the right avenue, and she's honest, she's looking out for idols and stuff like that.
She's super buddy-buddy with Mike. She's super buddy-buddy with everyone.
But I think they're like a different approach might have been cleaner, where we wouldn't have to go inside half of the tribe. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
but from your perspective, I understand.
From my perspective, it was definitely messy. Like, I admit that, and I know that I have some scrambling to do because I look mad sketchy, but whatever.
You know. So part of me understands it because if she wasn't getting the strategy talk, and then if Sandra hears her name, it almost makes sense. But that was a big move because she literally created the plan to split the votes.
Yeah,
To do that.
She was masterminding.
All right, and the only reason I switched this
That was loud, by the way.
The only reason I said it was because when I was working at Carlos, just like I lived in that family. Let's go back to the original plan step. If I would have did Lizzie, what would have happened?
Yo.
And I would have been a blindside, and then she would have had
Insane.
the hour.
That would have been crazy. You know what?
Because I
had
knew
that feeling.
Lizzie was gonna get sick no matter what. So I'm like, why do any vote on her?
Exactly. And I'm upset with myself. I was just telling her like that we didn't just sniff that out. Like, why are we splitting the votes if Lizzie's being saved? It doesn't matter. Any votes majority.
Who came up to Kevin to why they split it for? Because they was really trying to screw over whoever came up with that plan.
That was Jazzy.
Yeah.
Something exciting happened though. I was sitting on one of our little stumps that we have that we call our couch, and I saw this like piece of paper coming off our big box, and was really surprised that we hadn't found something yet in the box. I honestly was looking everywhere, so I quickly was like, oh, I need a little more water, grabbed it. Nobody saw me grab it, I don't think.
I think, you know, if we do remain 5 strong, I would rather get rid of Sandra and Lizzie before her because she's puzzled. Like, we are winning things because of her.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and not because of Lizzie.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to stir the boat. I'm not going to do anything I want us to just keep going. So,
yeah, same.
Whatever the best part is, we'll figure it out. I got confidence. We're good players. We could figure it out.
Yeah.
I did tell David to try to garner some sort of trust. I can't tell if David is trusting or not.
I mean, it's going to be really hard for me I definitely blew up, and, you know, it's hard for me to keep my emotions together sometimes. So, like, obviously I'm going to be, like, a huge target. Like, I'm sure that if we would have just lost that challenge, I would be scrambling for an idol trying to save myself, because I feel like, obviously, people are sketched out by me.
Right.
He said he wants to work with me, but I feel like he's doing that to everybody. So I think he's just one of those people that's playing the game of, oh, I'll be in everybody's alliance and it'll keep me till the end.
I got a lot of like one-on-one time last night with Jazzy because we were both just awake tending the fire, and I pee a lot and she would just accompany me, which has been really fun because she shared her idol clue with me. So that was cool, and I feel like I can trust her. She didn't find the idol, so she says, so that sucks, but at least she like trusts me enough to like share that with me and to show me the clue and us like try to like figure it out together.
One of them has to go. They're both threats. They're both threats. They're both really social. And they're both paranoid and think they're involved. So,
Yeah.
like after today's vote, it looks like, just me who's watching, it looks like it's you, Sandra, and Jazzy on one side.
Yeah, I think we were the ones that were awake last night and then going to the bathroom at the same time, so we were able to like speak on a more personal level.
Yeah. So it looks like it's you three, and then it's Kim, and then Kim.
I think John is super sketchy and a schemer and a player, and I think I'm gonna gun for him pretty quickly, but we need him in challenges.
We have such a good crew here. Like, I feel strong with either of us. Thank God Carlos stayed strong too, because that would have been bad.
I want to work with you, Carlos.
I do too. I do too.
You have some good tribe morale. You have some athletes, and I think we all work together and fit.
I can't do Scottish.
You can't do Scottish?
No, I can do like a really bad like Shrek impersonation. That's
Nice.
yeah.
Cool. You sounded like kind of Scottish or
It was Irish yesterday.
Yeah,
I can do it.
Okay, so there's a group of 5 that's Nick, me, Nicole, Nick, and Jeremy. But I'm closest with Nick. Also, Nicole wants to work like me, her, and Allison, which is also fine. I'm gonna keep my options open, but so far Nick is like my closest. There's not too much like in our tribe that I can do, besides people were gonna try to flip the vote on Daniel, and like 4 of them would be blindsided, so we're not gonna do that right now.
Yeah. I studied abroad in Ireland and I had some family. Yeah.
I've definitely gone through other games before where I have missed like really obvious things, and so my goal coming into this was to like not miss anything super obvious. I actually wrote like some rules and suggestions for myself to play the game based on like previous games that I played and based on some seasons of Survivor that I recently rewatched. And so some of those would be like if you're ever like hidden from the rest of the tribe, kind of like I am right now, like use that opportunity to like look for stuff. When an idol gets played, immediately look for another one. Like there's going to be another one replanted. So just things like that, just to keep in mind, just to like make sure that I'm giving myself the best chance at getting to the end of the game.
It's been nice just to kind of get to talk to everyone and get to know them. I have noticed that I feel like I haven't been talking as much as a lot of people on the tribe, and I don't know if that's just because we have a lot of people that are very talkative or if I need to step it up. But I did tell them that I'm a little not feeling great physically wise.
Anyone want to do shakeout? Should we do 8? Yeah, 8.
I'll do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm someone who's going to play this game as hard as possible, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, and I'm probably going to make fun of most people here, myself included. I'm not immune from that.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Oh, that was great, guys. I loved it. I'm going to try to figure out everyone's motivations this game and how I can like position myself as someone who they would like to work with, or whatever that means. My mind's blown. It's going like a mile a minute. It's going like 100 miles a minute. A mile a minute is not very fast, I've realized, as I said that.
Alright, Wonkus, getting a look at the new Kano tribe. Lori voted out at the last tribal council.
Oh,
Put him on down there.
the flight attendant.
Aw, the flight attendant.
Welcome to your next community challenge. This one is called Pulling Your Own Weight, and it is very similar to what you might imagine a tug of war will be. However, you'll be in small groups. I'll announce what each round is at the start of the round, but you won't know what's coming next, and everybody has to go once before anybody can go again. All right, so you want to plan strategically for that. First tribe to 5 points will win immunity. The rope is over here. There are green cones on either side. Your goal is to be able to touch the rope and your green cone. Once you touch the rope, you have one hand on the rope, one hand on your green cone, you win the point. Okay. All right. And Wonkus, I do need to take back immunity. If someone could bring that over to me. Anyone? Yep. And the last thing I want to say, I want to make sure everyone hears this, so listen up. Winning tribe wins immunity, losing tribe going to tribal council immediately after the challenge. It is an instant tribal council, so you only have the walk from here to tribe. stay alive. Players ready. Go.
Yeah, Nick, you got it!
Alright, Cano wins the points. Cano wins immunity. Oh my god.
Fucking ew! Are you alive? You're an animal.
My shoe is like sliding off.
It is off!
0.
Wait.
I need a beer.
I mean, we could just all stare at each other. I mean, that is like an option. I just gotta sit for a second. Yeah,
I'll go talk with you. I know, that call that skills.
Oh,
yeah. Does anybody else want to go to
Yeah.
I like am trying to show that I can be strong.
No, for sure.
Tranquilized, maybe? For what other?
This can be a non-complicated tribal. Yeah, unified, and we'll win the next one.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Right, perfect. This is down, that's 3.
Okay. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm fucked up.
Okay, David.
We have to declare it right now.
Yes. Yes, it can't be switched.
Would you be okay with that?
I don't know, it's hard because she wasn't completely honest with me. And that hurts, but she has been at least consistently talking to me.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And that's not easy for you just to click. Yeah.
Right? She has a clue. She has a clue. I don't know if you're doing it. It's not good. Oh,
She's lied
Because I think Sandra's bound to vote her. And that's what I got, so.
I think they're bound to vote each other.
Yeah.
That's true.
Trying to move on Jazz. It seems like they're going to throw a couple out for you, just in case. But it's not, you're not in danger, and you're going to be okay regardless, okay? But I want you to know ahead of time. If I can convince people up there ahead of time, I was just told this. And the last thing I want to do is be a last one.
I do think I'm valuable for the tribe. So if we could throw it on someone else's face, I don't play. Because I am now starting to get concerned about idols.
David. She had no damage. You sure?
That's because it wasn't.
Nothing sure about that.
I just can't do this like.
Guess we're gonna have a live tribal again.
Jesus.
Well, nobody's telling me a concrete answer.
I'm gonna decide after we talk though. I'm not making any decisions until I hear what's being said at tribal.
Okay.
Because I want to vote majority most of all, you know, at this point. So
I get that, but like you can make the majority.
yeah, right.
Like there's 8 people. We need 5.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still down with the original thing, so I'm happy to stick with that. And then, I mean, worst comes to worst. Yeah.
If they're throwing your name out there and mine, they're gonna stick a vote between me and you. So we need to make this a really interesting tribal.
Welcome back to Tribal Council. Let's talk a little bit about things that have happened since the last Tribal. Lizzie, I'm going to start with you. You were given safety by Eric. Was that a surprise to you, or is that kind of what you figured might happen?
I think it was like a really good probability that it would happen, but like I was a little bit concerned because like, you know, when you go pee at night and you kind of, sometimes you cross paths with them, I wasn't really talking to them much because I was like, kind of want to keep like the spirit of Survivor, so I was like, what if you think I'm a bitch? Like, and they're like, she doesn't want to talk to us. So I was like, oh my god, what if they like don't see me because they think I'm like mean or something? But obviously I was excited, like what a like bucket list, you know, like to get handed an immunity idol from someone, like necklace, excuse me, like that's wicked cool. So I was like a little emotional because I was just like geeking out a little bit. So that was really cool. But I think everyone expected me to get it. But I was like, I don't know, because I was a little standoffish.
Kim, your name came up a few times at that Tribal Council.
Yeah.
Was that a surprise to you, or did you kind of feel it?
You know, I will say, walking down, I had a bit of a vibe, and I asked one person if he'd heard my name, and they seemed like, no, absolutely not, which was true for that person. But so when it started, so that kind of like made me feel okay. And then when it started happening, I was like, wow, okay, this is a whole thing that's going on that I had absolutely no idea about. So not a fantastic spot to be in, especially in the first Tribal Council.
So Carlos, what does that split 4-4 vote, 4-4-1, tell you about the tribe dynamics and what's happening with Wonkets?
Despite us seeing united, I don't think we were as cohesive and united as at least as some of us thought we were. So it was definitely eye-opening, and it left us in a place like, where do we move forward?
So Jazzy, where do you move forward from here? How did that vote impact the future of this tribe?
I feel very much like out of the loop with everybody, which is why last Tribal happened the way that it did. I am at the bottom of whatever alliance they think that they have. I'm at the bottom. I didn't want to be at the bottom of an alliance, so I did what I had to do to try to get there. It didn't work. There was multi-facets to it that just didn't play out. I got really emotional in front of the other tribe. I know that upset my team. We talked about it. You know, I acknowledge it. I'm not going to apologize, but I do acknowledge it. It is a game. Today, right now, I know my name is coming up again. Like, but yet we all had this like kumbaya moment at camp, like speed dating, and everybody blew smoke up my ass. So now it's like in the middle of the challenge, we're down 4-1, and I start saying like, all right, come on, we gotta talk, and it's like, well, we might not lose. I get that mentality, but like we barely have any time to talk. I'm just trying to play the game. I feel like people don't want to play with me. Again, I came out too hard, I guess, but moving forward, what I will throw out there is like, I just want to play. I want to be a part of your team. I want to like beat the other team. Like I don't want to be with Canoe or whatever their name is. I don't want to be with them. I want to be with you guys, but I want to feel included. I don't want to be left out of conversations.
So David, how do you respond to that? How do you respond to a plea like that from a player on your tribe? What's your feeling about that?
Yeah, I can only speak for myself. I mean, Jazz and I connected early, and the one thing she said here that I don't agree with is you saying, and my name came up again today, because it never came up once.
Right now?
Yeah, you just said my name came up again, insinuating that it came up last Tribal Council and your name wasn't written down, it wasn't said. So if it came up, it's only because of the actions that happened, not because of anyone thought that you were on the bottom.
I don't believe it, but I mean, I get what you're saying, and you know, I don't know. I guess what I will say is like, I made a mistake by doing that in front of the other tribe. Maybe you'd be better off keeping me, because the other tribe's not going to want to work with somebody like me. So, I don't know. Keep me, please.
John, so how does this tribe move forward together to beat Canoe?
well, we don't want to see you again. So we need to win. That's how we move forward. And we can win. That was a challenge we walked into. I thought we had it. They got some sleeper muscles. We're just gonna go out there and try harder next time, and hopefully not a third date with you.
Mike, how are you feeling about your individual contribution, your performance, and the challenges? If challenge strength is important, are you a guy that should keep around?
I think that was a tough challenge for anybody. I stopped going to the gym like 2 years ago. So that was a very hard challenge. I feel it all through my thighs, my groin. I had a blood clot surgery in my leg, so like physical stuff like that is hard, but I just want to give what's best for my team. We still have a chance to win, so I give it everything I have for us to have a chance to win. Unfortunately, we just lost today.
Has there been any talk about immunity idols, advantages, things that may be in the game that could have impacted the vote or the game itself?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, there's definitely a few people searching for clues. Searching for idols. I know one has been found, a clue, but I don't know if anyone has an idol, but there's definitely people looking. No one knows an idol.
All right, is there anything anybody else would like to say before we get to the vote?
I found the clue. I'll make it pretty known to you guys. Somebody on this team am very confident has the idol, because where the clue led me to, there's no idol there. So just be mindful of that. I'm gonna burn the clue. I looked everywhere. It isn't there. So somebody has an idol, and if it's not you, then someone's not telling you.
All right, anybody else?
I like to bring, I don't know who I'm voting for. Please don't throw votes on me just in case. I'm a little bit nervous about an idol play, of course. And I do think that I've proven that I can be someone who will fight for the tribe. Like, I'm with y'all, you know what I mean? Like, and I think that conversation opened up like that opportunity for me to like talk to you guys and to talk game with you. So, you know, someone wants to whisper in my ear and we want to like try to work something out. Like I don't want to go home today. I mean, well, I say today, but I mean like this tribal council. I mean, well, today too, like, but I mean like this tribal council. So, yeah, hi. Let's be friends.
Anybody else? Doesn't have to be public. You can whisper. Now's the time to whisper if you need to whisper. All right, I think they're leaving Hank and Lizzie. And with that, you're up to vote.
I think that this is like the only chance I'll be saved if there's an idol play, so I don't like it. Sorry, Sandra, you're a doll.
I hate doing this. I love you. I know you're not going. I still feel uncomfortable even throwing the fake vote. It's not fair to you. I'm sorry you have to keep being the person doing this. But my team is not convinced that Jazz doesn't have an idol, so they need to throw a couple votes, and I need them to trust me right now. So I hate to do this. I know you're safe.
Jazzy seems like a good girl, but we need a little less chaos around camp. And I think you dug your own grave, and hopefully it's not me.
Hey, you lied to me and then manipulated me, and now you're coming after me. So my vote was to you.
I think Lizzie has the idol, and I think Jazzy has the idol. So we're gonna split these votes. That's what we agreed on. So,
I think last round brought a lot of hate to my name, so I'm nervous. I hope you don't go home, and I hope I don't go home either. Just do my
Alright, I'm gonna make this quick. Girl, I had your back from the beginning. You shot yourself in the foot today. I'm not gonna vote Lizzie again. I don't want to waste another vote. So.
I know my name's out there. I really don't want to vote for Lizzie. I kind of feel like I have to give myself a chance, but I'd rather vote for Sandra. If I knew I didn't have to vote for Lizzie, I definitely wouldn't. I really don't want to vote for her. I love her. She's so happy to be here. For the love of the game.
All right, I'm gonna go tally the votes. All right. Once the votes have been read, the person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, with that, I'll read the votes. First vote, Sandra. Next vote, Jazzy. One vote Sandra, one vote Jazzy. Next vote, Jazzy. Two votes Jazzy, one vote Sandra. Next vote, Lizzie. Two votes Jazzy, one vote Sandra, one vote Lizzie. Next vote, Lizzie. Two votes Lizzie, two votes Jazzy, one vote Sandra. Next vote, Lizzie. Three votes Lizzie, two votes Jazzy, one vote Sandra. Next vote, Jazzy. Three votes Lizzie, three votes Jazzy, one vote Sandra, one vote left. The next person voted out of the Wonkus tribe, Lizzie. Lizzie, if you can grab your torch.
I told y'all it's with a Y. My name is not Liz. Come on now.
Grab a torch.
But besides that, good luck.
Sorry, that was me. Do you see I changed the Y?
Okay, I just really don't like that. No.
I voted for Lizzie.
It's okay. But
All right, Lizzie, your tribe has spoken. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Great job. This was such a fun game.
Such a pleasure.
All right, Wonkus. This is for you.
I don't know how to read.
Oh no,
Yeah. Time for another challenge. You've surely seen it on TV. Blindfolds will be worn to ensure that some of you cannot see. Solving the puzzle blind will certainly prove to be complex, but it's also a metaphor for you not knowing what's next. Okay.
All right, with that, you are heading back to camp.
I am always I'm often defeated by my own stubbornness, so I'm not shocked at it. I'm too loyal, to a fault, but I had a really great experience. I'm happy that I came out. I survived my first night, which was something I think everybody was worried I wasn't going to be able to do, and I think I proved that. I did well in challenges, which I also didn't think people would think I would do well in challenges, and I think I did well in challenges. I'm sad, but I'm so grateful that I got the opportunity to be here and to play and to meet a bunch of new people.